Hi friends, today I want to talk about finding a supportive team of medical professionals. So first step for functional neurological disorder is to get diagnosed, which usually happens by a neurologist. And then you want to find a multidisciplinary team. So that's a range of different health professionals to help you with your treatment and symptoms. Basically, in my case, I didn't have any such thing, and I really had to fight for my treatment and to just Google and try to find information, which for me was primarily the Neurosymptoms website, but below I put a couple more links. For Australia, we have some lists in different states of neurologists and other specialists who are experienced with FND, or at least who have some understanding and can work with you to find what will work for you. So I'll just describe what I think might be an ideal team of clinicians to help you with different symptoms and talk briefly about what different people can do for you. So usually you'll have, and again, this is the Australian system, so I don't know about other countries, but you'll have a GP, so they might be overseeing all of your health, and FND is one of those things, and they will be the person that refers you to the neurologist in the first place, and they can refer you to other specialists as well. So neurologist, it might be difficult to find someone who specializes in FND, but hopefully they can not only diagnose you but refer you to other specialists as well. So in my case, the neurologist actually referred me to a physiotherapist. So the physiotherapist was able to help me with my movement problems and retraining my brain to get back automatic movement and walking, and had some techniques for dealing with other symptoms like stuttering and tremors. Ideally, you'd like a physiotherapist or a neurophysiotherapist who has some experience with functional disorders. And you might even find that you're in hospital and that there's a multidisciplinary team of a range of different people who come and see you and take you through some treatment. So physiotherapist. Another one would be a psychologist or a psychiatrist who can assess your mental health and find out if there's anything else going on. And if it's a neuropsychiatrist, hopefully they will have some experience with functional neurological disorder, and they'll have to have a treatment program for you, especially if you have non-epileptic seizures or dissociative episodes, and they can help you identify what are the warning signs or triggers that cause these episodes. And I think they say CBT, which is a type of psychological therapy, has had promising results for some people treating their seizures. So yeah, a psychologist, psychiatrist, or neuropsych can help in these matters, where it's like FND is the brain and the mind, and they're not just so easily separated. For me, I had a psychologist who really helped me deal with stress, anxiety, depression, and in my case, my psychologist did not think my disorder was caused by any identifiable trauma, but it was really helpful to have the support for counselling, and just, it's so hard dealing with all of this, and you shouldn't have to go through it alone. So you want to find someone that you can build trust and just talk about everything with, and they will have some clinical experience to support you through all of this, even if you have no mental health condition, or if you do and there may be some overlapping conditions there. But just to have support for what you're going through is really important. So, and if psychological therapy may help you, like, there's no reason not to try it. Just try it. That's what I think. So neurologist, physiotherapist, psychologist, psychiatrist, and the specialization of neuropsych or neurophysio. The other one that people have talked about is an occupational therapist, particularly if you have some movement problems or you have weakness or you're having tremors. So an occupational therapist can come to your home or come to your workplace and give some perspective on what tools might help you or what some strategies might be for coping with pain, for coping with symptoms, and just how to do life having this condition. I'm in the process of trying to find an OT at the moment. What else? Another one might be a speech pathologist or a speech therapist. So there are some symptoms like stuttering or like a whispery voice or like foreign accent syndrome or not being mute and not being able to talk at all, that a speech pathologist or speech therapist can also diagnose FND, and they can help with the treatment of that and help you rewire your brain so that it works in the way that it's meant to. And yeah, you might have some overlapping conditions as well. You might not only have FND, so it's important to have this team of people that you can go to for whatever's going on for you, and to work out what might be FND and what might be other things. And you might have some other specialists as well. You might have a dietitian or nutritionist. You might have a pain specialist. So finding a team of people and not just relying on one physician, because they probably don't have the expertise, and it takes time to find these people. As I said, in my case, I didn't really have doctors who knew what to do with me, but I did my research and made my own treatment plan, and here I am today being able to share it with you. So there is hope, and I do believe that recovery is possible. And one thing is finding a team, and if you're feeling doctor frustration, if you're feeling like they're not listening or they're not actually helping you, it's okay to ditch them. Find somebody else. There are other doctors who can help you, and hopefully you don't have to travel too far to find one of these specialists. But yeah, it's really hard and it's exhausting. Have a carer or a friend go with you to appointments. They can take notes, they can ask questions. I found that I was so fatigued and my brain fog was so bad that in appointments I was barely able to get there, let alone to be able to talk about what's going on and to process what the doctor is saying to me. So it's always really helpful to have a partner, carer, or friend go with you. And finally, you might need, if you're trying to get welfare, in Australia we have Centrelink and we have NDIS. You can ask for a social worker to help support you through the application process. And doing all the paperwork is so exhausting. So having someone to help you deal with that is really great. So if you have any other suggestions of other medical professionals or other support services that you think are helpful to know about, please write in the comments and I'll share about them next time. It's really our shared expertise and wisdom that we can help one another to find the right support that we need.